So we have a couple of questions that came in, and I want to ask these questions because we have a couple of house cleaners that are struggling with particular boundary issues,
Great.
and I think they merit bringing up. Someone says, "Boy, do I need this one. I have lonely older clients that won't stop talking after I repeatedly say I have to go. How can I
Mm,
stop this?" And
mhm.
that's so true where we have a particular demographic that they don't get out as much and they're not as social. And then someone comes to their house and they feel like, oh, someone's showed up, and then
Oh,
they
yeah,
chitty chat the whole time.
absolutely. That is tough. I bet that happens a lot. So when I hear this question, I here's what I think about. I think about actually some of my own clients that maybe have a tendency to have bigger needs than others and maybe tend to run over or want to take up more time. And so something that I make sure to say is very clearly, I only have 3 minutes. Just so you know, I have 3 minutes and I would love to talk to you for those 3 minutes. Now, if you don't have any time, it's just you don't have any time. But I only have 5 minutes and then I got to go to the next appointment. And then if they continue to talk past that 5 minutes, you look at your watch or you look at your phone and you say, I'm so sorry, I've got to go. If I don't go right now, I'm going to be late to that appointment. I can't wait to see you next week, though. And then you just leave. You know, by the way, whether you have another appointment or not, it's fine. These are ways that we can exit out of a situation. I'm betting most of the people that are watching this and have these kinds of clients, they care about these clients. You develop relationships with your clients over time. So you name your limit and then you name the limit again when they run over it and you just walk out. I have literally walked out of an appointment or hung up on a call while a person's still talking because I had to. I really
Hmm.
had to go, you know? So it's okay to do that. It's not being unkind as long as they know what the boundary is, right?
In house cleaning, because this is an ongoing issue where someone next time will say, well, maybe you'll have more time next time. And
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
we do a couple things to support what you just said,
Yep.
where as a business owner, you only have 168 hours in a week. That's all you've got. You don't
Mhm.
get any more, no
That's
matter
right.
how successful you are. That's all you get. And so if you have a certain allotted time for business, at the end of whatever that particular session is, you're done. And so the
Yep.
appointment that you have, your next appointment, even if it's not another customer, it's you doing your own social media at home or doing your accounting or whatever it is you have to do next for your business. So that is
Mhm.
an appointment for yourself that needs to be on your calendar and you need to exit out quickly. And so from the very beginning, from the very first walkthrough, when we show up at a customer's house, we have, I think 3 minutes is very generous, but we have a
Yeah.
60-second rule
60
and we
seconds. I like it.
announce it on the walkthrough.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, listen, every time today we chitty chatted for a while, we got to know each other, we walked through your home, we looked at your priorities. But every time I come from here on out, it's 60 seconds. I'm going to get
Mhm.
inside your house. I'm going to put my shoe covers on. I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to say hi to your dog and hi to you. And then I'm going to work because I'm on the clock.
Mhm.
And you are my boss and you are paying me. And so to be respectful of your time, 60 seconds and then I'm out the door. So 60
Mm.
seconds at the beginning and the end of the job and I'm out. So let's make sure that we both keep to that. That way I'm
Yep.
not interrupting you because you work from home. You're not interrupting me because I work out of your home now while I'm here. And
I
people will
love
go,
it.
oh, yeah, that's great. Then every
Mhm.
time we get there, like, hey, in 60 seconds or less, how you doing? And we remind them, right? So that,
Yeah.
oh yes, we're on the clock. I'm paying you, by the hour, by the job or whatever. And it's
Yes.
again, we have not established the relationship because for me, and I don't know
Mhm.
why, but if you're my best friend, I don't want to make those kind of like, hey, talk to me for 60 seconds. But if I don't know you, I have no problem saying that.
Sure. Yeah, well, there's less risk.
Yeah.
It's not an emotionally connected relationship, certainly not yet. And it won't ever be the way it is with your best friend. So that's beautiful. I mean, so much of what we're saying here is start out like you can hold out. You set
Yeah.
it up from the very beginning because it's so much easier to do it that way than to do it later. I love that rule. 60 seconds in the beginning, 60 at the end. That's what we've got because, and another way to put it is like you just said, I want to give you the best possible level of service. And this is the time I have. So I don't want to not be able to clean something because you and I got distracted in a conversation. Right.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say one thing about the elder customers, because I found this
Mhm.
to be true. A lot of them are in fact lonely. And
Yes.
for the ones that I feel particularly close to, I will ask them this. I would really love to chat with you because you're of a certain age with a world of experience that I don't have. And there will always be a generation gap between us. And so I would love to take you out for a cup of coffee when we can just sit and chat
Oh.
and we're not doing this around a mop and a broom and whatever. Would that be okay? And there are a couple of clients I've had over the years, not many, but a couple where we've actually met for lunch once a month. We've just
Oh,
enjoyed each other's
yes.
company because we wanted to. And I kind of adopted them like my grandparents, like, hey, my
I
grandparents
love
have
it.
passed, but these people are willing to kind of like, hang out with me for a bit. And so then it was separate, but then it wasn't on the clock and they didn't feel like, oh, am I being billed for this hour? And it didn't get weird,
Keeps
right?
it clean. It keeps it
Yeah.
clean, so to speak. Huh, I just realized that was a pun. But yeah,
But then my boundary for that was when we are at lunch, we do not talk about house cleaning.
right.
We've exited that because this is not a business relationship right now. Right now we're
Mhm.
friends at lunch, and that's
Mhm.
different.